I'm Yael. For those of you who don't know me, if you may have stumbled on this video, I've been a yoga teacher for 3 years in Tel Aviv. I'm originally from there. 4 or 5 months ago, I started feeling that something is a little bit missing in my teaching and in my practice. I felt like I'm not really able to go into the depth of the teachings of yoga and philosophy the way that I would like to do it. So after a few months, maybe a month or so, that I was in this feeling of uncertainty. What should I do? Where should I go? What is the next right move for me? I came to the realization that I want to go traveling a little bit. It was my goal for a long time to do my third teacher training, the 300-hour yoga teacher training. And I finally felt like it was the right timing for me to do it. So here I am right now in Baja, Mexico. You can see the beautiful nature behind me. I ended up leaving Israel 2 months ago to travel, and actually until now I have been more or less sheltered in my way. I was first I went to visit my family who lives in the United States, my sister, my mother, my nephews. I spent a few weeks with them. I got to go to the wedding of my first cousin and even do a little road trip with my mom, which was really nice to have some time together with her to bond after so long. I hadn't seen them in 1 year at that point. So it was a long time. After that, I had a few weeks between the wedding and when the course was starting. So I went to go visit my best friend who lives in Mexico City. A girl who is Mexican originally. I met her when we were both living in Berlin. And I just had some time with her, you know, just some quality time together, eating at some good places. Restaurants in Mexico City are amazing. Mexican food is amazing. And yeah, just enjoying the time with my friend, my dear friend. And actually I was supposed to stay there a little bit longer, but I started to feel like I'm kind of ready to go out on my own after being supported by some family and friends. So I decided to go down to Baja, or west to Baja, about 2 weeks earlier than the course was supposed to start. So I arrived in Baja, and I have been traveling before. I did my first training in India. I was in Sri Lanka after that, also traveling by my own, but I always kind of found a way to stay pretty much you know, comfortable in my travels, not like a real backpacker traveling. So I arrived in this town. It's called Todos Santos in Baja California. And first I arrived at the hostel. I don't know, it kind of felt uncomfortable, this room. I was a little bit nervous to go to a hostel and meet new people. So I ended up moving to a different hotel. It was a lot more comfortable. I had like a real room with a real bed and air conditioning and my own shower and, you know, all a girl needs. But actually it's not all a girl needs. I was feeling lonely because, you know, at hotels people don't really talk to each other, you know. You kind of stay with the people that you're with, and maybe you meet a little bit here and there, but basically you're traveling with the people that you're with. And as a solo traveler, I think the whole point, the whole fun about it is to meet new people from different places and different cultures, and, you know, just enjoy the time together, learn from each other, speak to each other. So after four days at the hotel, I decided to go back to the hostel. And honestly, it was such a good decision. I mean, first of all, I paid much less. So I can stretch my trip longer. And second of all, I met so many cool people. And we had like really fun week and a half just meeting new people. The fun part about a hostel is that everybody's passing through, so you meet every day new people. If you have a good connection, you maybe travel a little bit together, you hang out together, and everybody's there to meet people. So everybody's open. You know, if somebody's sitting at a table, you can totally feel free to just go sit down with this person and start a chat, which isn't like something I would do in Tel Aviv. It's just very freeing, this open energy that everybody's curious to learn about other people, to explore the place together, yeah, just to make different connections. And today, finally, I'm starting the teacher training. So we arrived here yesterday, started with just a little bit opening circle, a little bit kirtan singing, which is very spiritual practice. I can talk about that a little bit more in depth. So 300-hour teacher training is the second course a teacher does usually. It starts with a 200-hour teacher training, and after that you can do the 300-hour teacher training. So total you'll have 500 hours of training, which is considered, I mean, you can start after the 200-hour, that's what I did. But at some point I felt like I want to deepen my practice. I want to get to know more advanced postures, be able to support students in more advanced postures. And also I kind of chose the school that I went to because I also really want to deepen my more spiritual side of the practice. It kind of seemed like this school would be the right choice. I'll let you know in 30 days. But until now, I'm really happy and really have a good feeling about this place. The teachers are very calming energy, and I feel like my kind of philosophy and worldview about yoga and actually about life is kind of similar to theirs, because they were speaking about, you know, not being too strict about how things need to be, not pushing ourselves beyond our limits, but allowing things to happen in a way that feels good and right and supportive, which is for sure my philosophy. So I like it already. The energy is very calm, and I feel like I have a lot to learn from these teachers. I'll keep talking about it later. I met all the girls. We're about 15 girls in this course, which is a perfect amount, not too big, not too small, from all over the world. Some have been teaching, some not, but all are very open to learn and excited, and I think we can have a very supportive group or a little community for the next month. I'm gonna give you a little bit of a tour of the place. It's gorgeous, and tell you a little bit more about the schedule later. So that's one of the studios. We have the restrooms here, and then our beautiful camp, and then this is another beautiful studio because you can see the ocean while you're practicing, and sometimes you can see the whales. It's really beautiful. Let's go into the studio, and this is the studio. Yeah, with a palapa roof and the ocean view.
I draw in and then out, and it kind of comes out on its own. You see how this opens opens up so interesting. Feel the vibrations. Breathe.
6:30 a.m. I woke up early, so I decided to go watch the sunrise on the beach, and what a good decision. Look how amazing. This is the sunrise. I feel grateful and lucky. It's so beautiful. So that was our first week. Some chanting, some dancing, a lot of yoga, sunsets and sunrises, philosophy talks, a lot of learning and a lot of fun. I'm gonna be making more videos about the rest of the course and what I'm learning, especially what resonates with me. I already noticed that I love the philosophy classes the most, so probably I'll be talking about that. Yeah, so thank you for watching my first video, and I hope you come again.